Hi guys, and welcome to HeidiKMakeup. We are doing a little bit of a destash today. So if you're new around here, consider hitting the bell and the subscribe button. I do videos all about project panning and cruelty-free beauty. And today there were just a couple of things I was considering moving out of my collection. Now, if you saw my latest collection video, you know it's not going to be a lot because there isn't a lot there. I don't have a very big collection at all anymore. So if you clicked on this video expecting to see people like dump out like dozens and dozens and dozens of stuff, maybe check out some of my old declutters or watch someone else's videos because I don't have a ton, but there are a couple things that I do want to kind of cull out and get rid of. So we're going to start in this drawer right here. And this is just everything that isn't palettes. And you guys, do you have any idea how nice it feels to have space? I have space in here. It's incredible. So there are a few things that I want to get rid of, and I'm going to have three categories. I'm going to have want to get rid of, want to use, and so I'll set it aside and consider using it a little so I can decide if I want to keep it or not, and what I'm going to keep. So let's start back here with foundations. I have 4 foundations going on and none of them are the right shade. And so I'm just going to go ahead and right now get rid of this one because it is almost empty and it is way too light for me and it smells horrible. So that one is going aside. Along with this one by Milani. It has gone, like, it oxidizes really bad. Even though it's the lightest shade, it still doesn't work for me. So we'll cut that in half. And then these two I've been wearing kind of combined together. This shade is way too dark, but I want to get a little bit more use out of it for the summer. So I'm going to go ahead and keep that, and probably at the end of summer I will just stash that because it'll be time for it to go. But I want to get a little bit more use out of it. So that is what's going on with foundations. I only have one liquid highlighter and I like it, so I'm going to keep it. For lip products, I only have 8, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8 lipsticks, and that's lipstick and liquid lipstick. So I have 4 liquid lipsticks and 4 lipsticks. I'm not going to get rid of a lot, but I do want to get rid of this Stila one. It's like this brown color, and my kid stabbed her finger into it. This is why I can't have nice things. Here, let me swatch it for you. That, oh, there we go. That is what it looks like. I do like the smell of the Stila lipsticks. I would like to try more Stila lipsticks, but this color just doesn't suit me and it's gross, so that's getting destashed. Yeah, so there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and keep both of my blushes. I do want to do more use out of this one because I do think it will eventually go bad, but I've got good use out of it. Moving down here, eyeliners. I've got 1 liquid liner, which I'm going to keep. It's still working. I have 2 mascaras, which I'm going to keep. They're still working. 1 brow pencil, which I will keep. Oh, wait, was there any other lipstick I want to get rid of? Yeah, I want to get rid of this Ofra one. It's almost all gone. It's really dried out. I really like this. And Ofra, I think, is 100% vegan too. Let me swatch this one for you. So it's that second line. It's just, the smell has kind of gone off. I got this one for free. My sister gave it to me, and I used it quite a lot, but it smells funky, so we're going to get rid of that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and keep all of the other lip colors that I've got going on here. For lip glosses, I have 2, and I'm going to keep both of them. Lip liner, I only have 1. I'm going to keep that. Like I said, I have 1 pen eyeliner, 1 pencil eyeliner that's black, and 1 nude eyeliner. So I'm going to keep all of those. I know this is not the most exciting destash. This is the Brow Gal, and honestly this was one that I got for free as well, that my sister got in like a goodie bag from one of the events at her work. And honestly, I'm gonna get rid of it. It's just really kind of harsh on the eyes. I was using it as kind of like a cream eyeshadow base, and I don't like it. And I don't think it's cruelty free. I don't actually know, but we'll go ahead and destash that. And then moving on down here, I have one concealer that I'm going to keep, one face powder that I'm going to keep, and one kind of like cream eyeshadow. And I want to try and get more use out of this. I haven't given it enough attention because I've been focusing on Project Pan, and it's still really, really nice, but I know that it will go bad because it's a cream product. So I'm wearing it today, and I want to try and get some more use out of it. I think that I have some ideas for a couple colors in my Project Pan that will go really well with this a little later on this year. So this is everything I'm keeping from that, and then I'm getting rid of, let's see, only 2 lipsticks. Oh wow, this is slow going, you guys. I'm only getting rid of this. This is all I'm getting rid of so far. So this is going to be a real interesting destash. Oh, and the foundations too. I forgot about the foundations. Okay, I feel a little bit better. So that is the current collection. Look, I can move this stuff up. How cool is that? Woo. Okay, we will reorganize it when I'm not trying to do it with my left hand while I'm filming. I'll reorganize that in a minute. I might be able to fit all the palettes in one thing once I do all this destashing. Okay, moving on to this section. This is where my palettes are. And you can see it. I don't feel like I have an unreasonable amount of palettes compared to what I used to have. But then when you consider that it takes a whole year to pan an entire eyeshadow palette, you realize I have a lot of years worth of eyeshadow here. So this is the palette that I am using for my Pan That palette. I'll link that playlist in the iCard. I'm going to obviously keep this, but at the end of the year it will be gone. It is well loved, as you can see. Then in the back here I have this one cheek palette by Makeup Geek. These are the only highlighters I have, so I'm keeping that. Nude Dude by The Balm. I'm going to keep this one. I'm considering doing this for Pan That palette next year. There's a couple that I'm considering, and we'll talk about that in a minute. My Makeup Geek singles eyeshadows, I'm keeping all of these as well. These are another one that I consider doing for Pan That palette next year. I haven't decided. Maybe I will. We'll see. But I'm going to keep all of those too. So not a lot of movement going on here. Stila. Okay. It is a matte palette, and those 2 eyeshadows got crushed while we were moving, which is unfortunate. But the thing that I like about this palette is that it's all a bunch of basics that you can use with other eyeshadow palettes and make other eyeshadows. I need to clean it up, but make other eyeshadows kind of work. So I'm going to keep this because I think it makes a great companion palette. There are going to be palettes I'm getting rid of, I promise. Milani. This is such a nice palette, you guys. It's a really, really nice drugstore palette. In fact, I like it better than some of my high-end palettes. I'm going to keep this one too. My Pacifica Quad and Enchanted. I'm keeping this one just because I'm using some of these shadows as companion shadows with my Pan That palette this year. I may consider destashing this at the end of the year, depending on how Pan That palette goes. Same thing with this one. This is the Pacifica Mystical. Now here's where I'm considering destashing stuff. This first one is these are the oldest palettes in my collection, are these 2 sleek palettes. The first one is this Sleek Acid palette. I have kept it for so long because it is so hard to find colors that are comparable to this. I very rarely wear it because obviously there's a lot going on with it, but I don't really necessarily want to destash it because it is such a unique thing, and like when I do need those colors, it's nice to have them. So I don't ever see myself panning this, but I think I'm going to keep it. This palette, on the other hand, this was one, actually I think I'm going to go ahead and solidify this now. This was one that I was going to do for Pan That palette next year. I'm going to just toss this. Like, it's obviously a hazard. The mirror has broken, stuff is chipped, and these shades are not anything super duper unique. They're not anything I don't already have. So I'm just gonna get rid of that one. That one's going away. And then this palette I used today, and I wanted to throw it against the window. So it has, I'll swatch these for you so you can see just kind of like how, like there's no color payoff to these. And then same thing with the bottom ones. I do like this shade a little bit. It kind of makes a nice highlight shade, but like I'm like really scrubbing in there and nothing's coming off. I do like the highlight. I think I will keep the highlight. No, I'm not going to. I'm going to get rid of both of these. So that's it. I got rid of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items in my entire collection. But like I said, my collection is not that huge, and they were just things that weren't working for me. So I thought that I would go ahead and film that video for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I know I always enjoy watching people declutter stuff. And I do have some other ones where I got rid of some big amounts of stuff, but I don't keep a lot of stuff anymore. The end. So that is that. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you soon. Bye guys.